right? More bad news. This is Ireland, Scotland. Girls do better than boys in calculated grade, leaving cert exams as gender trends will be built into the results. Okay. Then they show all these girls partying. Hooray. We're going to get a free leg up. The calculated grading system being used for this year's leaving certificate has been designed to ensure that overall girls do better than boys. Wow. No bias there, is there? The exam system is supposed to be blind and anonymized, but the gender of the students will be taken into account. The Irish Independent has learned. Yeah, they're going to look and see if they're a girl and they're going to give her a boost. They're going to increase the grade for her. I mean, they've been doing it all along, but now they're just openly saying they're doing it. And by the way, I got a prediction. The male students will just take this because this is what guys do, you know. Now, it could become a battleground over estimated results, which are due to be issued on September 7th. There's not going to be a battleground. For it to be a battleground means guys would have to fight back. I'm sorry, my experience is guys don't just take it right up the yin yang. In England, the issue of predicted grades is now a majority controversy. Students vented frustration in a system that has already seen 40 PC of final year A-level students receive lower grades than those predicted by their teachers. So the teachers were wrong. In Irish schools, girls consistently perform better than boys on the average during the end of school examinations. Education Minister Norma Foley's admission that the gender trend would be factored into the calculated grade system came in a little noted parliamentary reply just before the Dale rose. I'm not going to get the names right. The use of demographic characteristics, including gender and socioeconomic status of the school. Know what they just admitted here? That the girls are not as good as the guys. Because socioeconomic status means, are you poor or are you wealthy? What level do you come from? So they're lumping in girls with impoverished boys. The impoverished boys are the ones that need to leg up. But there's why, guys, should a girl from a high-end, lifestyle, from, the upper crust, be given the same boost as guys who are in a poor environment? See, it's more like just being a girl is being a victim. But at the same time, they'll also boost these girls that are better than guys. They'll give these girls a boost and then brag that women are better than men. Let's see. So separately, the challenges facing school preparing to reopen. Okay, don't care about that. They're just talking about numbers. Here we are. Ms. Foley said in her written reply, I'm not even going to try to say that name. The purpose of the calculated grade system is to arrive at the grade each student would have achieved in the leaving certificate examinations had been taken place as normal. Look, this is a meritocracy and the girls are being outdone by the guys. This is what I'm guessing. The guys end up putting their noses to the grindstone when it counts. And the guys are probably overall dealing with the pressure better than the girls are. Students' expected performance in the subject and level is combined with information about how the students in the school have fared in the subject in recent years and with their performance at junior cycle. Why junior cycle? I suspect at junior level, the guys are screwing around and the girls are paying attention and getting their grades. And when the senior cycle comes around, things start reversing. So they want to use the earlier years when the girls are doing better. The outcome would be as reasonable, fair, and accurate to students as possible. No, that's a bold-faced lie. It's a falsehood. They just admit it, that they are completely unfair to the guys. In order to make sure that the standardization process works, there will be a validation, including any necessary balancing to preserve girls' advantage on higher grades as seen in previous years. These girls fold. when the kitchen gets hot. That should not be blamed on the guys. Validation serves to ensure that the statistical, I'm sorry about the name, statistical standardization process is presenting results that are fair and equitable and in line with previous outcomes as much as possible. Then it's not fair and equitable, is it? They're not doing anything at the end result when the crunch time comes. They're not doing anything but adding pressure. Now, while this may seem academic to some, the reality is that it will affect whether countless students get the course of their dreams or not. Well, yeah, it'll make sure the guys won't and the girls do. It will affect whether they fail a subject or not. This matters enormously, and students from a disadvantaged background should not be suffer because of the past results. Exactly. What they're doing is they're taking poor boys from disadvantaged backgrounds, and they're saying, we're going to make sure you don't pass. And we're going to make sure these girls who happen to do good when they were doing good earlier will pass, even when they are failing now. Oh my God. Okay, the minister needs to publish the model, the outline, what is weighing, attached to the social background, schools results, and gender. We also need to be now considering options how the problems that exist in Scotland and elsewhere can be eliminated. Scotland and elsewhere, really. So they want this model to be put everywhere so the girls do better and the boys don't. And guess what? What pisses me off the most is these young girls who didn't pass the mustard and are giving basically a free ride. They'll go through their, the college of their dreams. They'll get their diploma. And after a while, they'll start looking for a guy to leech off of. And they want a high status guy, someone who's making more money than they are. But they boot out all the guys that would otherwise have been in university and making good money. I'm telling you, it's just like 1984. Guys are basically that image that he painted, a boot stomping on a face forever. Let's see. Unfortunately, the experience elsewhere has increased our concerns as students have been held back by the past results of their school rather than being evaluated on their own merits. Of course, these guys are pulling their bootstraps up like everyone says guys should and have to, and they're going to be penalized for it. They're going to say, no, you did crap, young man, in grade 7. So it doesn't matter that you're kicking it in grade 12. You're a loser. You're a guy, so we're going to hold you back. Neither class nor gender should be defined whether a student gets an A or not, nor whether a student fails or not. Exactly. Exactly. The party always resisted canceling exams. Let's see, I'm looking more important. One of the only strengths of a rather unfair and unequal system is that somebody can be absolutely anonymous when they walk into an exam hall. Exactly. He added, they put down their exam number and we don't know who they are, don't know where they are from. Exactly. And so they want to stop that. They want to find out, oh, you're a guy? Okay, now that you don't get to pass. That's what this is about. Let's see, specifically declares, in the case of gender, if the performance of female students relative to male students in various subjects turn out to be similar under the calculated grades model, as was normally the case in previous examination years, then this can be taken as an indicator that the model is in line. No, exactly. This is wrong. If the guys are outdoing the girls, it isn't because the system is biased. The current system is unbiased, and it shows that guys get by on their merit. And the girls don't. They don't. I'm not going to read any more of this. I'll put it in the description box. You guys want to read it, you can. But this kind of thing infuriates me. Absolutely infuriates me. The most thing that makes me the most angry of it all is that the male students and their parents do nothing. The parents do nothing. When little Billy comes over, or in this case, Big Billy, and says, wow, I did great. I pulled my socks up, Dad, but then uh, I was unfairly bootledded, weights leaded, put on my feet. The parents don't get upset. They just go, oh, well, son, you're just a low level guy. Just keep pulling up your bootstraps, even though that doesn't work anymore, even though society has taken that option away. Make me puke.